Hello YouTubers, Hammy Technoid here. And in this episode, we're going to take a behind the scenes look at what goes into producing one of my musical montages. You know, like the Tony Joe White song or the Government Mule song. There's a process that I go through, and you're looking at the rack here that I use to do those recordings with. And what they involve is some Sonic Hologram, some expansions, some impact recovery, some digital processing, all that good stuff, and it's all recorded in 24-bit on my DA3000 right here, this Tascam unit at the bottom. Now, there's a procedure that I go through to turn the equipment on, and as you can see, the carver is already turned on. It's got the little red light on. Because it's on all the time as soon as you plug it in. There is no on-off switch on the carver. As soon as you plug it in, it's on. So I always plug it in first, and then I just go down the line. I turn on the DBX 3BX, okay, and then it responds. And then I turn on the DBX 120XDS, and the indicator for it that only shows it's on is this little light there, okay. And then I turn on the DBX 5BX, and it responds, and all you see are the red lights there and the red lights there. And to fill out the bill, I push in tape monitor, because the tape monitor loop includes the 3BX. Okay, so I can combine the 3BX with the 5BX, and I'm going to explain why. I don't like the impact recovery of the 5BX. It's too non-musical, is the only way I can put it. It's non-musical. But the one for the 3BX is very musical, and that's why I use it. I use the impact recovery, and I usually turn it up pretty high, right about there. And see, I had some expansion set too, but I don't normally use the expansion from the 3BX. I use the 5BX's expansion because it is very good. It's a 5-band expander, which I like very much. It just does the job better, I think. And then ultimately it has to be recorded somehow. So yeah, I go into the Tascam DA3000, and it goes through its process of, you know, booting up, which basically it's a solid state recorder, but there's no disc in it, so no SD card I should say, and that's why it's showing that. But anyway, that's the process I go through, and then with headphones on, I do a couple dry runs of the song, and I make sure it sounds okay all the way through, and then I commit it to the SD card, and from there I go into the SoundForge Vegas or Sony Vegas and produce it as a video along with the images that go along with the music, usually of the band or the performer. And yeah, so once that's done, it's all exported out and loaded up into YouTube. So this is a little behind the scenes look at what I go through. The unit that helps me do all this processing is the DBX 200. And if you can get a hold of a device like this, DBX came out with several of them. There were the DBX 200, the 200X, I think, and then they even came up with a model 400, which requires power, if I'm not mistaken. The DBX 200 is a passive device, does not require power. So anyway, this is a down and dirty show. I just wanted to explain some of the little behind the scenes things. And everybody stay safe out there. And until next time, see you later.